Today we're getting back to working on these brakes. Okay, I've got one bolt way up in that space that I'm trying to get into the hole, so I've duct taped the bolt onto my wrench, and I'm going to try to feed it up through there. And now see if I can work it into the hole. There it goes. Okay, now all we got to do is get a nut started on the other side. And the nut was just here. There it is. Dropped it again. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down and try to get that nut started on the other side. Okay, I think I got everything in place here. Put all the bolts in, snugged everything up nice and tight. Next we're going to work on the brake light switch, and I've also got to try putting the pedal up through the floor and make sure that everything is going to be clear right there. And while I'm at it, I'm putting in a new brake light switch. This other one is 10, 11 years old, so we'll put a new one in. The old one's working. We'll keep it as a spare, but we might as well go to a new one, seeing that we've got everything apart. Alright, I have attached the brake lines to the master cylinder, and I've got the stoplight switch installed. Hopefully I don't get any leaks in these fittings. We're going to add some fluid to the master cylinder and work the pedal and start to bleed some brakes. Okay, as I start to bleed the brakes, we're going to start with the farthest one, which is the right rear. The fronts are going to be easy to get to because the bleeder screw is right there in the open. But the rear, I think I'm going to take the wheels off. Much easier to get to the back of the brake drums. So let's remove those rear wheels. I'm going to make an attempt at using this brake bleeder tool, Harbor Freight Special. Never had a lot of luck with it, but been sitting in the box for years. I think it's time to try it out again. Now we will open it up and see if it does anything. Okay, here we go. We're drawing some brake fluid, okay. A lot of bubbles. At this point, I decided to go shopping for a better piece of equipment. Hopefully something that would do a better job easier. I did find a new piece of equipment. It works off of the compressor. So we're going to try that out, see if it works well for us. We attach the tube. We turn on the air. And let it draw fluid. Hopefully it's pulling all the air out of the line. So that should take care of that wheel. Now we got one more front wheel to do. I forgot to mention that prior to this, I had done the back wheels but didn't have the camera turned on. Okay, we're drawing a lot of fluid through there. And now we gotta complete our reassembly, which involves hooking up a couple of springs and mounting the horn back in place, putting the exhaust back together, and hopefully we'll button up that job. Okay, it looks like that's a wrap on this brake repair. Everything is back in place. Hopefully we don't need to do some manual bleeding in the spring, but there may be a little bit of air left in the line. We won't know till then. Thanks for joining me in this repair. Come back for more.